Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing all of the new products I tried in October. I have 10 different things to review for you guys, which I'm pretty excited to talk about. I will tell you though that a lot of these things are good, but nothing here is holy grail. So I'm a little bit less excited about this group of products than I have been about some other things. But I'm already really looking forward to the things I'm going to test next month because I recently hauled some pretty exciting products. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start where we're at. And at number 10, the most disappointing product would be the RMS ReDimension Hydra Dew Luminizer. It's in Prosecco Fizz. There's only one shade available right now. And I love their blushes so much. So I was very excited for this. It's super disappointing because I can barely pick it up on a brush. I'm wearing it today. I tried to wear most of these things today. And I am using this Morphe and Makeup by Ariel A14 brush with some of my other more baked gelée highlights. This is the brush that works the best with them at really, picking up a lot of product, but it does still blend. I feel like I am really digging and digging and digging in here, and I'm getting some product, but not near as much as there should be. And when I swatch it, I feel like it looks more intense, but it is on the thinner side. So maybe that is contributing to the fact that it looks like such like a thin glow on my cheeks, but I don't know. Either way, it doesn't meet my preference. If you have this, please let me know the specific brush that you use with it. I do have some other things. I'm wondering if I need to use more of like a dense small contour brush or something to try to apply more. So definitely let me know your thoughts. I'm so glad that I picked this up with a $30 off referral code because this is normally 42 bucks. I only spent $12 on it, which is not bad. If I would have spent more than that, I would have been extra disappointed. But if I purchased this in person and was able to return it, I would absolutely do that. I would rather have my 12 bucks back, but I'm not going to really try to like sell this or anything yet. I want to try to make it work. Then I had two products that I returned. Number 9 would be the YouthForia Date Night Serum Foundation. And this is an Asian owned brand. Unfortunately, there was some controversy recently where her shade range is very limited. When she was called out, she sort of doubled down on it. And I bought the shades Fair and Light. There was a really big difference between the two of them. I tried out the shade Fair. It was too light for me. But I was afraid of trying light and it being too dark because I'm not going to keep two shades to mix them. So I decided to return the light shade brand new so someone else could use it, so it could be resold. And it definitely did give a lighter coverage. You were able to see my freckles through it, but I also felt like it really showed the texture on my skin. Part of that could have been because the shade was too light. I do think things tend to show up more when I'm wearing too light of a shade, but it just did not look that great. Anyway, I think if they were to add more shades to this range, I still wouldn't pick it up. I got it on a super discount, which is why I wanted to try it, and I heard good things. But yeah, I would say just pass on it. It just wasn't that amazing. And again, because the shade match is so off, I unfortunately did not, do a wear test or anything. I didn't use it multiple times. I used it once and realized, this isn't gonna work for me. Then at number 8 was a product I did use multiple times. It was the IT Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. For more of a mature, dry skin type, I think this would be lovely. I'm oily, and I knew there was a risk I would not like this going into it, but it is really dewy. Like, it is like wet looking, and I don't like that. Once I set it with powder, it looked better, but on my really long days, I just got really oily when I used this. And I still sort of am going back and forth about what kind of coverage that I want because I do have some more like acne scarring and redness on my skin that I want to be covered, but I don't want to feel too mask-like. So I think that this would be a great product, but again, just not best for my skin type. I feel like I need to give up on the IT Cosmetics products. I mean, the best one I've tried so far is the Bye Bye Foundation Matte. I like that more than the Matte CC Cream. But yeah, I think I just need to let it go. The shade was pretty good though. They have expanded their shade range, which I was happy to see. Fair Ivory is the color I had in this one. It was a good shade, but we'll see if I can resist trying out their other foundation products in the future. Next at number 7, I have the Flower Beauty Lowlight Liquid Contour in Light. So I picked this up during the Ulta fall haul event because it was 30% off. I really have been wanting to try this, even though I've never heard anyone say anything good besides Andrea Mattiliano, maybe Kelly Gooch, but I cannot remember her thoughts on it. And what I like about this, I have the highlighter, which I'm almost finished panning, yay. And I love that it locks. I do think that this is a very well made wand type of product. I like the little spongy guy on the end. I think that the size is really good for highlighter. For contour, I guess it's pretty good too. So I am wearing this today. I wore it underneath of my foundation and that looked fine. I think over top of foundation, if you know, you're not necessarily using the right brush, the right amount of product, you know, applying it in the right way, I think it could make your foundation patch off. So I am going to keep this, continue to work with it. I really do like the shade of this. It's like a neutral cool instead of just something a little bit more gray tone. Even though I'm fair, I don't have the undertone to wear a really gray product. So I like this better than I expected, but it's not something I needed. But it was so affordable that it was worth it for me to try it out, even though I didn't fall in love. Next at number 6 is something that I like more, but I'm just a little bit disappointed by. I think I had such, you know, high hopes. Let's just get into it. It's a Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer, and I am wearing this as my bronzer today. I have some here on my hand. My first issue with this is that the opening is very big, and earlier today I did a good job getting just a small amount of product. Then I was trying to get a little bit more and it like exploded. I got some of my pants and I, you know, salvaged it, what got like on my hand and stuff like that. I put it in a sample jar to use it up. You get so much product in here, which is fantastic, but this only comes in one shade, which is a shame. And it does have a lot of shimmer in it, which I was not expecting. I think it looks fine on the skin, but I would prefer it to not have shimmer. I would rather have more of a glowy finish than a shimmer. I feel like shimmer can sometimes accentuate your pores and lines, and I do have lines in my forehead. This also is warmer than I thought. It's a little bit more on the orangey side than I am wanting. You guys might know that I was trying to wait for a sale to get this, which I did. It was 30% off because I wanted to see if it was going to be a dupe for my Iconic London Sheer Bronze in the color Caramel Glow. It is not. Formulas are a little bit more similar. They're more of like a liquid gel product, blend out so nicely. I really like the formula of this though, but Iconic London still wins over this. So this is something I am also going to keep hang on to. It's going to take me forever to use it up. It comes with 1.3 fluid ounces of product, which is more than a liquid foundation. And I do think Iconic London is going to go on my list of things to get from Ulta with points in the future. It's just better, but I do think this is nice. But I'm so surprised that I have not heard people mention the shimmer very much when they've been raving about this. So just something to keep in mind. Physicians Formula definitely needs to come up with more shades though. At number 5, we have the Live Tinted Hue Skin Serum Concealer. I have the lightest shade, number 20, and this does have a little brush applicator like one of the Dior concealers does, which is fun. So far it is dense enough that the bristles aren't, you know, fraying, which is wonderful. I don't know if that is going to happen over time. I think that there's a chance of it. This is a really nice concealer. It is a little bit thicker, but I don't find it to crease more than my thinner concealers. I don't find this to make my under eyes oily, but it also isn't drying. I have oily under eyes though, so I don't mind more drying concealers. And this blends really nice. I used it under my eyes and to highlight the center of my face, but this is the lightest color. It matches my skin tone very nicely and is like a tinge lighter, but not as light as I would like for brightening. So I wish they could come out with a shade number 21. That would be amazing. But I do like the formula of this. I am going to keep this and use it up as well. I would say it has more of a solid medium coverage, which is fantastic. I do think that this is a formula and coverage level that you could wear with skin tints and foundations alike. So I do think that this is good. I think I would be more excited if it was a better brightening shade for me. At number 4 is something my friend Amanda just sent me, but I've used it a couple of times now, so I felt, you know, I got my opinion already. This is from Alamar Cosmetics and their Encanto collection, and this is their blush in Hermosa Rosa. I love the imprint in here. It is so beautiful. This is a really pigmented blush. I'm wearing it today, but I did try to really blend it out because it is quite rich. This is a very nice kind of like satin formula and blended out really well, very buildable. I do think that this is a really nice blush, and this color in particular will look amazing on more medium tan skin tones. I hadn't heard anything from Alamar in forever, and I just saw on Trendmove that they're coming out with a new eyeshadow palette. I'm not really feeling drawn in by it, but good for them. At number 3 is something that I'm wearing today as well. I know you guys are gonna get sick of me saying that. I am wearing this on my waterline and lower lash line. This is one of the Kaleidos Multichrome eyeliner pencils, and this is in the shade number 2, which I believe is Solaris. So it is like red, orange, green, and it actually sort of matches the shimmer on my lid, which is from an Oden's Eye past collaboration limited edition palette. This is my first time using this today, and I found that I did need to go back and forth a couple of times, but I don't know if that's because of the formula, because it's brand new or whatnot. I feel like that makes sense though, because multi-chromes in a format like this, like not a liquid, I feel like would need to be built up, but it was super smooth. It didn't feel like it was tugging on my eyes at all. And when I look close up, I really can see it, which is very pretty. And I was hoping to be able to see it a little bit more, but I'm doing a tiny line. If I plaster this all over my lid, you would be able to see it more. So I am impressed so far. I'm glad I only got one and didn't go crazy and buy all of them, because that would be pricey, but definitely want to play with this more. Really liking it so far, and it was just the perfect liner for this lid shade. Next at number 2 is something that has been in my collection for a while, and I just started using this because I put it in my fall project pan. This is from Ciate. I was sent this in PR sometime earlier this year, I believe, and this is their Extraordinary Translucent Powder. For some reason, I thought this was going to have a coconut scent. There is no scent. This is a translucent powder that is more white, which, because I'm fair, I tend to enjoy. So this does leave like a little bit of a white cast. So if you have tried this and you have a deeper skin tone than me, I would love to hear how it looked on you in, you know, real life as well as in pictures. But I think that this is a great setting powder. It is very smoothing, no shimmer in here whatsoever. It didn't, you know, gunk up on my sponge in a weird way. I've tried a lot of translucent powders and I have not liked most of them. My Derma Blend is still better than this one because I find that to be a bit more mattifying, even though it doesn't claim to be. But I've been using this to set my skin on my face. It's fantastic. I'm going through it a little bit quickly. I'm not going to repurchase for now because I like my Derma Blend better, but if I got this again in PR, I would definitely use it up. But if you ever got this from BoxyCharm or you have this kind of kicking around in your collection, I would recommend trying it out. I do think this is a really nice powder. And then my number 1 product would be the About Face Cherry Pick Lip Color Butters. I've wanted these since they came out, but Ulta just did not have them on sale for the longest time. They kept having just About Face eye products. Finally, the lippies were included in that fall haul for 30% off. And one of the reasons I wanted a better discount on it is because I just like knew it would come up eventually. And because these do have a cherry scent. I don't love cherry scents. I don't like scented lip products very much in general. So I was a bit worried about how intense it would be. I definitely do notice the scent when I'm applying it, but it goes away very quickly. So I'm not bothered by it at all. This is such a nice formula. So I got 2 shades. This more warm peachy shade is Nashi Pear, and the pink is Pamplemousse. So here is Nashi Pear and Pamplemousse. These do remind me of the Makeup by Mario. They are very melty. This is a product you can click it up, but it won't come back down, so don't click up too much. It is very melty. Don't keep this in your pocket or in the car or anything like that. And it is very pigmented and creamy, so I don't, you know, glop it on, but it does have a really nice shine. It feels very smooth, very comfortable on the lips. Of course, because of that texture, It's not long wearing, so I do find that I need to reapply often, but I don't mind. I think that these are really great. I would definitely recommend picking up one if you see a color that you're interested in. Unless you hate cherry scents, go for it. I think that these are really nice. I've tried a lot of other products that are supposed to be similar to the Makeup by Mario vibes or the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips. I don't like the Tarte lippies, so I really like these. I would definitely recommend them. So guys, those are my thoughts on 10 new products that I tried out over the past month. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've tried these out, and I would love to know what new products you tried and hear your thoughts on them. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.